Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me. I am the Crypto Crow, and I've got a lot of shit to say. Not that it matters much, but I still have a lot to say. Look, there's so much going on right now, and I'm much less puzzled. But it's frustrating. It's frustrating to see what's happening and learning more about it. I mean, I'm looking at the market right now. We're at $6,800 with the value of Bitcoin and a market cap of $256 billion. And it's funny because recently I had talked about how I thought that where we were would be the last big dip. Obviously, that wasn't the case. And technical analysis guys have been looking at Bitcoin and charting it out and saying it could get to as low as $6,000. And I thought, man, that just sounds too steep from where we're at. And it didn't really make a lot of sense. And I remember reading some articles in the past, some like whistleblowers on a lot of the whales and how they're kind of controlling the market. And due to the fact that regulation is still fairly lacking in the crypto space, things like market manipulation and such are still a legitimate concern. And it's obvious what's happening. Now, so before I get into some of that other stuff, I'm going to talk about some other things. Scammers are posing as crypto exchange support staff, says the FBI. Now, this is basically, this as well as other things are going on crazily in the cryptocurrency space. There are so many different communication channels going on right now. And to be quite frank with you, this is an idea that I hope somebody steals. Now, we're talking about, so this in conjunction with this, Telegram rakes in $1.7 billion in funding in just 2 rounds. Okay. So $1.7 billion is being invested into one ICO. All right. Now I want you to put this into perspective on how it looks in the grand scheme of cryptocurrency in the current market. For those of you that are fudding to hell and back and scared to death about what's happening, one ICO just scored $1.7 billion. Okay. So obviously there are a lot of big pockets out there that are willing to pump cash into the market. It's not, I keep seeing people talk about crypto's dead. Crypto, you're an idiot if you think crypto's dead. We haven't even started yet. All we've done in 2017 was dip our toes into the pond of the mainstream to let them know we are here and we exist. Then we scared them right back out because of the controlled market. All right. But if an ICO like this can score 1.7 billion with a B, not 100 million, not 200 million, not 500 million, or even 1 billion, $1.7 billion into one particular ICO, that should tell you that institutional money is begging to get into the space and they want to get in with a really solid foot, which is a big part of why I think what's going on. I'm going to tell you guys straight up, I have not finished watching it, but I did start watching Supo Man's latest video, and he talks about, where is it? This. Now, this is an article that was originally published on Medium, and it's basically an expose, if you will, about a group called the Cartel, which is a bunch of big money whales that are notorious apparently for fixing and controlling markets. And this has been foretold. Now, this was originally published on February 1st, okay? And I haven't finished reading this either because I already know where it's going and I understand what's happening. And I've seen other big exposés from people basically talking about what was going to happen. And this was when Bitcoin was at like 18,000. I saw the first big expose about how everything was going to be controlled downward so that all these whales can get back in. Because here's what happened. You've got a lot of these big power players in the market who missed the freaking boat. They didn't buy in. They missed it. They spent all their time flooding the shit out of the cryptocurrency space because they missed it. And once they realized the potential and what the crypto market had to offer them, then when they got on board, they decided, all right, well, we're going to use our power to flood this price down. And apparently there was a big collective of people of like mind who decided we're going to push this back down to the beginning and we're going to start this whole shit over. And that's ultimately what's going on. These big whales with big pockets are manipulating the market to get it down to a nice, comfortable place. And they're going to continue driving the market down as long as you, me, and everybody else allow them to. And what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is stop letting yourselves be so easily manipulated based off of these bullshit articles that are bought and paid for by every fuck with money. That's exactly what's going on right now. And it's frustrating to see because it doesn't matter what anybody tells you. So many of you are panic selling because, oh my God, it's going to go lower. It's going to go lower. Look, I haven't sold my Bitcoin. I'm fine where it's at. I don't give a shit if it goes down to $3,000. I know where it's going to go long term. Could I play the swing and improve my position? I could, but I also know that this could turn around at any moment and I don't want to screw myself. And that's how I feel about it. I'm crowing all my coins at this point. There's no reason for me to panic sell. And I see this happening, and what pisses me off is it's not even so much the people that are panic selling their coins, it's the fact that they're doing it based off of a controlled manipulation where these guys are doing it specifically so you panic sell your coins and end up in their damn pockets. That's what burns my ass more than the market falling. Because there are so many hardworking people that have put their money and their investment into this market, hoping to make a return, hoping to change their lives, and these fucking assholes are controlling it, sending it into the shitter so that you panic sell, you dump everything you've got, probably at a loss, so that these assholes can get richer. And this is the problem, because as soon as they get their hands on enough of the currency that you guys are panic selling, they're going to pump this market back up to $50,000 in 2018, and you're going to be screwed. Crow your coins. I can't make that clear enough, people. Hold on to what you've got, because what you've got, you're not going to get again. 60 days from now, when this thing turns around, this is going to be the last opportunity for you to be able to buy shit at a discount price. The fact that the market's where it is right now, this is going to be the last opportunity for you. Hold on tight. I don't give a shit if Bitcoin goes down to $1,000. Hold it. Because if anything, what you need to be doing is you need to buying and double down. Every time you get a paycheck, you dump it into I don't want to give financial advice, but people, I'm telling you right now, these next 60 days, in my very, very, very strong opinion, this is going to be the last opportunity you and myself are going to have to invest in a market on the ground floor at the prices we're seeing today. Could things get a little lower? Absolutely, and they probably will. For as long as you guys are selling your coins off at a loss into the hands of these assholes controlling the market, it's going to continue to drop. You need to grow some balls, people. And I'm telling you, I get how stressful it can be. I get how frustrating it can be to watch these coins, watch this market go down, and you're like, oh my God, it could go down another $1,000. What do I do? What do I do? You hold it. You hold strong. This is going to turn around, because I'll tell you right now, for every Bitcoin that these guys are controlling and ultimately putting into their own pocket at your expense, the little people, the stupid people, the people who are easily manipulated and your thoughts controlled, that's who you are to them. And they're proving they're right. And what we're trying to do here is fight a battle. Cryptocurrency, the stuff that I've been talking about since the very beginning of my YouTube channel, everything I've been standing for, everything that I stand tall and proud and try to push is a message of us being able to finally capitalize on the very beginning of something powerful that's going to change the lives of ourselves and our kids and our grandkids. This is our opportunity. And a lot of you guys are selling off at a loss because you don't understand what's going on, even though people like myself and others are telling you to crow your goddamn coins. Hold on to this, because you're holding wealth in your hands right now. Don't let somebody else control it. Don't let somebody else dictate your future. People, when guys like myself and others on YouTube tell you to do your own research, we don't mean go out and read every paid for FUD bullshit article on the internet and make a decision based on that. We're telling you to research the ICOs. We're telling you to research the products, the companies, the technology, to educate yourself on a space that is new to us all, to empower yourself to make yourself wealthy. Nothing I am doing is rocket science. Nothing I am doing, nothing any other YouTuber is doing is rocket science. I highly doubt any of us are PhDs. We're not doing anything you don't have the power to do yourself. But what we have chosen to do is to invest the time to empower ourselves to grow our wealth. And I highly doubt any one of us are selling our coins off at a loss because we read some bullshit article that was paid for by a PR firm who was paid for by an ICO company or a crypto company or an investment firm or somebody else that's looking to drive the market down further so that they can further capitalize and benefit from their own greed. We as a society have the power to control our own destiny in this space. That is what makes it so alluring. They can only control the market you're willing to sell to them. I hope I make that abundantly clear. You give them the power to do what they're doing for as long as you're willing to sell to them. Now, email service MailChimp to block ICO and crypto marketing. I find this interesting, but I also find this in line with what Twitter, Facebook, Google, and these other companies are doing. Because the fact of the matter is that the scam shit, the hackers, the scammers, these corrupted people who are using the ignorance of even myself, okay? When groups like the NSA and government institutions are being hacked and accessed, Equifax and others, nobody is safe. And that is a major problem. And here's honestly what I wish would come out. We need a crypto ID. We need, and I thought about this 30 fucking years ago when I was a kid. Because there were too many people on the internet stealing identifications and stealing this kind of stuff. And I thought, wouldn't it be great to have an internet ID? Something that prohibits people underage and accessing certain content on the internet that they shouldn't be. And basically an ID that follows them from ISP to ISP, travels with them through the internet. This is something I thought of when I was like 14, 15. I had all kinds of ideas when I was a kid. But now more than ever, do we need something utilizing the blockchain to give each and every one of us our own unique ID, and just the basic identification information is available to the public, but a core of information that can be tracked, kind of like know your customer. You know, some of the technologies that Ivy Coin is utilizing so that they can basically do exactly what we need to do. We need to be able to track where our currencies are going and who they're going to. This is a must, people. And I know that a lot of you are saying, screw the government, screw the SEC, screw all this regulation. I have grown to basically say, you know what? Bring it on. I feel like we need the SEC, and not just the SEC, but other groups to step in and start taking a little bit more control. I'm not saying overregulate the space to drive it into the ground, but I'm saying we need some protective measures put in place. And damn it, when these scammers are getting away, acting like ICO admins on Telegram, scamming people out of tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars because people think they're making an investment into an ICO and they're really just talking to some schmuck in another country pretending to be somebody important. This stuff, this can't happen. And I'll tell you right now, because this shit is so rampant, it's going to be more difficult for institutional money that we so desperately need to come into this space to want to risk it. Now, granted, I've gone through vetting processes. Some of the ICOs I've invested in, I've had to go through all kinds of verification. And that's fantastic. I have no problem with that. Proving my accredited status and proving who I am and all of that stuff. There's a pretty lengthy process to a lot of this stuff. And it should be that way. But if there were a way that I have an ID that already has this information available, stored on the blockchain, decentralized and encrypted, that I can unlock to specific people for specific reasons, I'm all for it. Somebody needs to create a system by which all of us are identified, that you can't duplicate, fake, or copy. And that ID needs to travel with us in every application. An application like Telegram should be able to utilize technology like this to legitimize and validate every user in Telegram. because there should be no room for anybody to pretend to be somebody else and that person not be able to control it. I have so many impersonators all over the internet using my name and what I do to try and scam people, and it makes me sick. It makes me sick. And there's nothing that can be done about it, really. There just isn't. And this type of shit needs to change, and it needs to change real soon. Somebody needs to come out with a technology to enable people to validate their identity in an easy and passive way. Maybe that's something that the Crow coin should do. I'm going to look into it because something needs to happen. And I really believe that it's time. It's been time. Bitcoin drops from $7,900 to $6,600 as cryptocurrency market takes a beating. And I don't give a shit. I don't. I know what's coming, and I'm not selling off. And I also know that literally I could wake up any day and Bitcoin could go up $2,000 overnight. I know because I've seen it happen already. That's why when all of this stuff is coming out into the news, I just ignore it. Because look, the one thing that you guys have to remember is that I've tried launching an ICO for a project already. And I know that all it takes is money, and I could put any message I want in front of each and every one of you over all these different news sites, because every one of them just about will accept, I could basically write an article about anything saying whatever, and as long as I throw a Bitcoin at the right person, I'll get it published all over the place. And then you'll read it and you'll eat it up and you'll act on it without even thinking, because this article said it. I would probably say that 90% of the articles that I read all over the internet are bought and paid for by somebody. And from the looks of things, it looks like a lot of it's come from this cartel group. These guys are going to make so much money, they don't even need to do all this. They could start right now and buy in and take all the coins that they've purchased from all you guys panic selling, and they're going to make trillions of dollars. They don't need to do this. Why are they doing this? Because it's fun. It gets real boring real quick when you have all the money in the world. What else is there at that point? Control. Superiority. It becomes a mission of not how much money you can make, but how many lives you can change with it, for better or for worse. It depends on what side of the fence you're on. John McAfee's $1 million Bitcoin price bet just hit a major technical hurdle. So I saw this the other night, and I thought I got a chuckle out of it. Basically, for those of you that aren't aware, John McAfee basically said at one point Bitcoin was going to reach $500,000 in 2018, or he's going to eat his own dick on television, on national television. Then he came back and doubled down on that and said, no, not 500,000. It's going to be worth $1 million, or I'm going to eat my own dick on national television. The thing of it is I honestly think that this guy is either going to do that or he's going to put one in his own head to avoid having to do it. Because let's just face it. I mean, the guy's smart, but he's also crazy as hell. So, I don't even know what to say to this. I would never say such a thing. But it's this guy's way of basically trying to say, now, granted, this guy's a big Bitcoin miner and he controls a big operation and all that other stuff. But this is basically what they're saying. They're saying that he kind of laid out this uptrend curve over a long period of time. And, I guess just recently, the Bitcoin price finally, it dipped just below the momentum line that apparently McAfee had laid out as being the kind of end-all be-all. But whatever. You know what I mean? That's the thing. In this market, all these technical analysis guys, all of the stuff that I see in a controlled market, it doesn't mean squat. But one thing and John McAfee's flat out said, like, I don't care. Like, I still stand by my bet. And he's right. And I'll be willing to bet McAfee's got some inside info, and he's probably snorted some coke with some of these guys on the cartel, so he probably knows what's happening. I'm joking. I don't mean that seriously. But let's face it, when a guy puts out a video of himself surrounded by women snorting blow off a thing and like just being crazy to promote, I don't even remember what the hell he was. I don't even know if he was promoting anything at all. I think he was just making a statement like, look, I'm batshit crazy and I do what I want and I say what I want. But you know, I wouldn't doubt the fact that he probably knows some of the people that are involved in this market manipulation, and he probably knows exactly where they're going to be sending it. My question is that if you have the means of taking something from, let's just say, a $7,000 mark and driving that price all the way up to $100,000 even, why screw so many people in the process? That's just what I don't understand. What's the point? Oh, that's right. He said by 2020. I stand corrected on that. Eccentric cybersecurity pioneer and longtime cryptocurrency bull John McAfee just hit a major technical hurdle in his gamble that the Bitcoin price will reach $1 million by 2020. And, you know, again, I think it's absolutely possible. I still absolutely believe Bitcoin could very well hit $50,000 this year. And I think it will. I mean, let's face it, man. You know, I first started my YouTube channel back in November, and all of the growth that I had seen since I had launched my channel, all of that happened in a period of like 3 months. It went from like $8,500 up to 20 grand in a matter of a few months. So, you know, to assume that that's not going to happen again, I mean, we're not even close to November. There's plenty of time. It's very likely that May probably is going to start the uptrend for this. How low do we get before then? It all depends on how many of you continue to sell off. If you guys just stopped selling your Bitcoin and your altcoins and everything, this shit would turn around a lot quicker. These guys are going to continue controlling the market for as long as you're willing to let them. That's all there is to it, folks. Wanted to make a point that Rena Hara's song I Go Slow is available on iTunes, and I suggest each and every one of you pick it up. 99 cents, I'm pretty sure. You know, I don't know how many views this video is going to get. I know there's about 500 of you on here live right now. Go pick up this song. You know, again, go to renahara.com and you can click here, give me the songs, donate, help this girl out. We're trying to get a music video done. We're going to do some radio promotion here sooner than later. But I Go Slow, amazing song. One of my favorite songs ever. I'm not kidding, but it's now available. You can get it on Spotify. You can get it on iTunes. Just go to your iTunes and type in Rena Hara, I Go Slow. It'll be the first thing that pops up. All right, now, also, another note is probably here in about 2 weeks, I'm going to be in 30 million homes. So, awesome, Prince Sahal. I appreciate that. I'm sure she does too. But basically, starting off, so I've been talking to different networks. Turns out, you know, one of the guys that watches my show he works at CBS as an account rep, and we're talking about doing some things on actual network television, starting off in several different markets. And in addition to that, here in a couple weeks, we're going to be launching the Crypto Crow Roku app, which is basically going to give you access to all of my videos on Roku. And Roku is available in 30 million homes throughout the United States. So that should be a pretty cool thing. And I'm going to be doing some specific content just for that app, in addition to obviously everything that I do here on YouTube. So hopefully, Gustavo, I can't believe you. Are you a troll? I don't want to have to kick you. So yeah, I know. And a lot of you guys use YouTube, but my goal with this isn't to even cater to you. Those of you who watch me and you're part of my communities and stuff on YouTube and Telegram and all that, I'm not doing the Roku thing or the television thing for you. I'm doing it to draw in more people. I want to basically be able to help educate newcomers to the space and get people excited about this. It's one thing to make a prediction about where I think coins are going to go. It's another thing to try and take action and helping bring those people in to help the overall market cap, to strengthen the community, and to take more control out of those few people with more and put that into the hands of more people with less. And that's ultimately what I want to do. And I feel like the more people that I can reach with my message, the more I can help level things out, to be quite honest. And I feel like a lot of other YouTubers, should, and I'm sure are trying to do the same thing. My goal, obviously, I want to get to 100,000 subscribers to my channel within the next couple months, if at all possible. And there's a lot of stuff that I want to be able to do. And I think that that's going to play a pretty big role in being able to accomplish that. So, yeah, I just don't allow trolls in my channel at all. I mean, there's no room for it. If you're a loser and you're trying to spread your negativity, you can do that elsewhere. So next stop, Hulu. So yeah, if you missed anything that I was just talking about, you kind of came in a little late, just watch the video over from the beginning. I did kind of go ape shit for a minute. Look, I mean, a lot of the news that you guys are seeing that are popping up, I mean, it's the majority of it's FUD, and the majority of it is paid for, man. I'm telling you. Like it would cost me, I think it's $2,000 for me to publish an article on Forbes, just so you guys know. On a lot of these channels, and I think I've explained this before, so I'm going to click this article. I'm going to see who the author is. So, and I've explained this in the past. Okay, Naheem Islam, contributing. He's a contributor. Okay, so here's what happens. A lot, and I'm not saying this guy is, so that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that there are contributing authors that they get trusted accounts on sites like Forbes and other sites. And then they go out and in some cases privately sell their access to these websites, because in the SEO market, it's a big thing. I've done it. In order to try and add authority to a website, one of the easiest way to add authority to a website is to publish an article on a high authority platform like this and then get a backlink. Let me look if there's a backlink anywhere in here. Well, this isn't an SEO article, so there probably isn't. But typically there's a backlink somewhere within the content of the article with a keyword that's relevant to what the website it's linking to is trying to rank for. And this content is easily bought. And in the crypto space, it's just as easy to do the same thing, but more to either spread FUD or possible, publicity, that sort of thing. And it's a tactic that's used to help control different markets. And that's why I don't really pay much attention to a lot of the shit that I read online. I pay attention to the technology of the space. I pay attention to, the people involved and that sort of stuff. So that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to touch on some stuff and kind of blow off some steam. And let me look and refresh. Let's see if we've dropped another 500 yet. No, we haven't budged. Love some crow on a Friday. Yeah, I'm going to be busy tonight, so I came on this afternoon. Had my wife take the kids out, and so I'm able to get some work done. If crow did a McAfee, would it be called eating crow? All right, folks. Please ask your 70. I don't know. I'll have to go back through these and see. I'm not sure. SEC, or it's SE as in Edward C, not SCC, is investigating P3D. That's why I'm not investing. Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to try and figure out a way. There's got to be a protocol for identification in cryptocurrency. There just has to be. So, Jason, Ready Player One is boss. I know that's out. I've got to go see that movie. I'm super pumped about it. I cannot wait. I'm going to go see it soon. That is for sure. Yeah, guys, do me a favor and share the videos. Like, I love the likes. And I love the comments. And just so you know, I am very well aware, and I posted a comment like yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, it wasn't. I didn't do any video yesterday. I took a break. But the day before, I did my Cardano prediction, and I had this whole chart down at the bottom that kind of broke down like what the market cap is, and I totally screwed up my own damn chart. Once again, for whatever reason, every time I make a chart, I try to spend time doing a whole bunch of things and putting it down on an image real fast. I screw up something. I even said it was very likely in the video. But the market cap in my example was actually $300, not $150 or $175 or whatever it was. the first part of the example, I explained it perfectly, and then when I broke it down, my end result was off, and I'm like, oh my god! And somebody had posted a comment like, your calculations off. I'm like, Jesus, I did it again. I knew exactly what I was trying to say. I just didn't plug it in right. So anyway, here comes the pump. I don't know. Pump now. Talk about ethos. Well, ethos. I love it, man. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the wallet. I'm waiting for everything that's coming out. It's supposed to be any day now, isn't it? Ethos wallet debut. I think they're kind of issuing it to a certain test bed of people. And here's the thing that I have a problem with when it comes to stuff like this. These guys are basically saying pre-register now, and then we're going to email you with information on downloading the wallet. And that's the kind of stuff. And this is the thing. This is a responsibility of the ICOs. It's like everybody knows that all the hackers and the scammers are basically going to be emailing all these people, basically saying, here's our wallet, download it. And by the way, we need your keys and we need this and that to activate it, and what it's just, I'm hoping that this doesn't open up. I don't know how they're going to control this. But anything I download, I don't even pay attention to emails anymore. Like I never click anything in an email anymore. I don't open anything I don't even open JPEGs or PDFs emailed to me from anybody. I don't give a shit who it is. I just don't. And when I check emails, I check all my emails on its own computer. Like I do nothing else on that computer. So it's like, I don't play games anymore, man. I feel like everybody's trying to figure out a way to scam everybody else. And I don't take those chances anymore. So when these guys are like, yeah, sign up and pre-register for our wallet, and I'm sure they're basically going to start emailing people like, here, download it, you get to test it. I just feel like that opens up opportunity for people of ill will to do stuff. So I'm going to wait, but Ethos Universal Wallet, this probably isn't even, let's see, I'm willing to bet this is probably not even a real site. I don't know. Maybe it is, but I don't know. So anyway, I'm definitely very much bullish on Ethos though. And there is one thing that I bought one of these. I'll show you guys. Where is it? It's called the Crypto Wall. No. I wonder why that's not coming up. Maybe it's because I have it all. Well, don't Google it because I don't know what's happening. But I saw something recently, and it's actually a hardware firewall that does all kinds of stuff. And I thought it was called the Crypto Wall. I could be wrong. I have it all upstairs on the other computer. But maybe I'll do a video on that soon, because I'm going to be setting that up here very soon. All right. Let's see. Hey, what's up? There's Dax and Stacy. I should do the, what was the name of that show? Hold on. Was it Romper Room? Yeah. Yeah, this I'm gonna start doing this from now on. I'm just like, hi, I see Dax and Stacy and Lee Willoughby and Temple Ray. All right, folks. So I'm gonna sign off by playing this song because I really want you guys to go pick it up on iTunes. So enjoy the song. Quick 35-minute video should be pretty solid, and I think that moving forward, Crow, when you get your new pad, you can go on MTV Cribs. Yeah, maybe. Does MTV even do shows anymore? I don't even know what MTV does. I don't even watch TV anymore. I always watch everything I do is on either the internet, or I watch documentaries or Hulu or Netflix or stuff like that. So so thank you guys. I'm going to sign off. Go and pick up I Go Slow by Rena Hara, now available on iTunes. Pick it up. I want to see you guys help this chick chart in some of those top sales charts on iTunes. So here we go. Enjoy the song, and I love you guys. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend. I will probably be on Tomorrow, I know I've got a 5-minute of crypto session that I'm going to be doing for Seal Network. So you guys want to check that out. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Crow your coins. Don't sell off. Don't panic sell. Keep what you got. It is your future. So don't let it go easily. Peace out. Love you guys.
Never seen a place like this before. Not afraid to go ahead. As long as you're with me, I'll go on. Even if it takes me all my life, I'm not afraid to do it right. As long as you're with me, I know you wanna go boom, boom, boom. Yes, I go, but I go slow. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, I go, but I go slow. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, I go, but I go slow. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, I go, but I go slow. I go slow. I go slow. I go slow. So slow. Hold your breath and spin around. Jump off the cliff into the underground. Hypnotized by the changing lights. Come with me, we'll reach new heights. Hold your breath and spin around. Jump off the cliff, dive into the underground. Hypnotized by the changing lights. Come with me, we'll reach new heights. Never been at ease like this before, and everything falls into place as long as we follow what's true. Even if it takes me all my life, I'm not afraid to do it right. As long as you're with me, I know you wanna go boom, boom, boom. Yes, I go, but I go slow. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, I go, but I go slow. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, I go, but I go slow. Boom, boom, boom. Yes, I go, but I go slow. I go slow. I go slow. I go slow. So slow. Hold your breath and spin around. Jump off the cliff into the underground. Hypnotized by the changing lights. Come with me, we'll reach new heights. Hold your breath and spin around. Jump off the cliff, dive into the underground. Hypnotized by the changing lights.